So you're considering a destination wedding on Maui. Congratulations! Whether you plan to have a small informal gathering on the beach or a formal garden wedding, it's sure to be an experience of a lifetime. Maui is irresistible to the love-struck. Lush waterfalls, brilliant sunsets, starry skies, and crashing waves make up the perfect backdrop for the ultimate destination wedding. To make your decision easier, we've gathered the most frequently asked questions from brides-to-be and presented the most up-to-date information for you. We've even included a few general do's and don'ts to help make your special day perfect. So let's get started. Maui's law requires you to obtain a marriage license, which is pretty simple. You or your local wedding coordinators will set up your marriage license appointment for you before your arrival on Maui. The fee for your marriage license is $60 paid to the licensing agent. Photo ID is required and both partners must be present. The license is immediately issued and valid for 30 days anywhere in the Hawaiian Islands. No blood test or waiting period is required. For more details, you may want to log on to the official site of the State Department of Health.
Where does one start to plan a wedding? I do recommend either a hotel resort coordinator or an independent wedding coordinator. There are a number of resources on the island. They're the experts and they can walk you through the process. There's certain vendors that they work with and that they trust so that they can get your personal style and carry everything through as you're dreaming.
You may want to start your search by logging onto the Maui Visitors Bureau website, visitmaui.com, to find great wedding resources.
When considering the time of the year to plan your wedding, you may want to think of the spring or the fall. It's beautiful weather still year-round. However, maybe there'd be more chances of some of the wedding sites or availability on the off-seasons. Travel plans might be a little easier to accommodate with a group as well.
Another good tip? Planning a destination wedding sometimes means giving your guests a little extra time to plan their trips. Consider sending a save-the-date notice to give your guests plenty of time to prepare. Do plan to arrive at least 2 to 3 days before the actual wedding day to acclimate to the time change. Don't assume the weather is the same everywhere on the island. Consider Maui's microclimates and seasons when choosing a wedding locale and date. The location is probably one of the most important elements of a wedding, and on Maui, there's never a shortage of options. Maui has an array of beautiful locations to choose from 5-star hotels and historical chapels, to lush gardens and secluded beach coves for two. When couples think of getting married in paradise, a romantic golden sand beach is usually the first place they envision. If you are planning a beach wedding, there are a few things to consider. Although there are no fees to use public beaches for weddings, there are specific rules regarding the size of groups and the use of chairs, bridal arches, or other temporary structures. If privacy is a concern, it's important to note that all beaches in Hawaii are public and cannot be reserved. However, some beaches are more secluded than others and make the ideal location for an intimate ceremony. A wedding coordinator on Maui will be able to help you select the best location for your needs. Maui is home to some of the most luxurious resorts in the world, ideal for a classic wedding in a tropical setting. Most hotels have on-site wedding coordinators to assist in every detail of your wedding and offer various locations within the resort. Grassy bluffs, manicured beach lawns, and charming gazebos are popular sites, along with quaint chapels on or off property. If you plan to have a larger wedding, hotel resorts offer the best options for banquet reception accommodations. Some other popular wedding locales include anything from private oceanfront homes to spacious upcountry estates. And if you're the adventurous type, remember, you're on Maui, and here anything goes.
When considering attire for what you should be wearing on your wedding day, there's really no standard. You can have as traditional as possible with tux and gown, or you can be as casual as possible as well. A little sundress and some nice slacks or something, or some shorts, and have a beach wedding with your feet in the sand with no shoes. It's really up to you. The wedding is all about you, and you really should enjoy that.
If using an outdoor venue, do consider flowers, a tiara, or short veil, as Maui's trade winds can be a factor. And do consider the comfort of your guests if having an outdoor wedding or reception. Shade and/or a backup indoor location may be appropriate. Don't plan on wearing spiked heels on the beach or grassy lawns. And don't forget to leave time for photos of your ceremony if it's close to sunset. Allow time before or after the ceremony. More and more couples are incorporating local traditions and customs into their wedding. A lei exchange can add a special touch to your ceremony.
Well, here in the islands, during a marriage service, when we exchange leis, it's usually an extension of the aloha that the person who is giving the lei to the person who is to receive the lei. And if you can imagine, when you do these lei exchanges, either with the flowers or these very beautiful maili leaves, every leaf and every flower is actually a feeling of aloha to the person who is to receive what we call a makana, or a gift. And when the leis are exchanged, they usually will speak a Hawaiian phrase to each other, which is e lei, no au, iko, aloha. And actually what it means is, I will wear your love like these very beautiful leis. We also like to exchange leis between the couples just to remind us how fragile life is. We're a lot like these very beautiful leis. Our time here is so short. So we just encourage them to think of their relationship and for their marriage and their family like a very beautiful and fragile lei.
In addition to a lei exchange, perhaps the echo of a conch shell signals the bride's arrival. Allow the soothing sounds of Hawaiian musicians to serenade your ceremony. Or surprise your guests with the graceful movements of a hula dancer. There are lots of things you can do to add a special Hawaiian feeling.
People that I talk to when I'm involved with their weddings have told me as soon as they step off the airplane, they feel the aloha spirit here on the island of Maui. They feel welcome. They smell the flowers. They can see how clean the air is and just how wonderful they feel. And that's something that they feel on the inside, and it translates through to their wedding.
Do incorporate local tropical flowers. There are a multitude of spectacular colors found only in Maui's flowers. And do consider some of Maui's other popular items as wedding favors for your guests. Maui is home to fragrant lavender, delicious coffee, and yummy macadamia nuts, just to name a few. Don't bring flowers with you when arriving from the mainland. Plants and flowers are strictly controlled by the U.S. Department of Agriculture to protect Maui's secluded ecology. Maui offers newlyweds many more romantic moments once your beautiful tropical wedding is complete. Whether you're looking for relaxation, adventure, or a little of both, Maui has a multitude of options to choose from. Indulge yourself in one of Maui's many spas. Renowned for traditional Hawaiian techniques rooted in nature, they're sure to rejuvenate your soul. If golf is your preferred pastime, Maui has over 15 golf courses. You're sure to be satisfied with your game. Looking for a little outdoor adventure? Try exploring Haleakala's crater on horseback. Experience a bird's eye view from a parasail. Snorkel over a tropical reef, or enjoy a sunset sail excursion. The honeymoon is never over on Maui. No matter what activity you choose, this is a great time to share all the wonders of Maui with your spouse. Still have guests in town? Don't worry. Maui has lots of activities that can entertain them as well.
You may want to consider a few activities to do as a group and really make a fun vacation out of it.
Now that you've learned more about Maui and some features that make this the most popular Hawaiian island, we hope you'll make Maui your wedding destination.
I think when a couple comes here to get married, some of the magic of Maui just seeps into their relationship and seeps into what they take forward with them. And if they have a nice experience, and everybody does here on the island of Maui, that it just transcends through to the mainland. And we hope that when they do go home, that some of the aloha spirit is contagious and they take it home and continue to perpetuate.
Maui no Ka'oi means Maui is the best island in the world, and it's the best place for your destination wedding and honeymoon. You deserve to come to Maui to have the most romantic experience of your life.
We like to say that the beauty of love in the face of aloha is reflected in the sunsets and in the blooming of the flowers, but in actuality, the beauty of love in the face of aloha is reflected so nicely in the smiles and joys of their faces.